Hey, what's up, cousin? I'm just leaving you a voicemail again. I know it's been a few weeks. You know how the holidays is, man. Um, these last 2 months has been crazy. Like your boy, it's oh my savings is just taking a beating. I swear, it all starts back in Thanksgiving. Now that I have my own little family, so it's not just a day that I can pretend to like have conversations with families so I can like steal dinner from them. It's like it's a day. It's a day now that I actually have to like pay attention to and cook for people. Eventually I'm gonna have the house that people come to cook over, and I'm gonna hate every second of it. Yeah. So yeah, of course. So it starts in Thanksgiving, but luckily, like, it's no gifts in Thanksgiving, even though it's like it should be in the name. But like anyway, uh, it's just more just energy that you have to put out there. So you got Thanksgiving, and it's working too, because I was already complaining about it the last few times that I called you, uh, about like my schedule being all messed up. It's been messed up for 2 months now, and I'm exhausted. I'm glad it's over with. Because working like these extra days, you get used to the whole 4 day, 3 day off thing. But once they add that extra day, you be like, this is bullshit. you you'll be like, hey man, I want some extra money and stuff like that. But like once they offer you that extra day, you be like, nah, I don't want to work for it though. No, like hell no. But so my work schedule's been all messed up because of the holidays starting all the way back in like mid November, right? Yeah, mid November. Almost blanked on what month Thanksgiving was on. Then Christmas came and went so fast. Actually, Jesus Christ, dude. And this is actually the second time I've actually had to like buy stuff for people, you know. Uh, and you know what? I think I'm like becoming less of a Grinch, so I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, and it's probably because of like all the like extra holiday pays I've been getting, so it kind of my savings kind of balanced back out because I kind of just gave up on savings in Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, Christmas, so I can give the people who I was gonna give gifts to stuff, right? And I did it, and you know what? It wasn't that bad. I didn't I didn't want to walk into the street afterwards or anything. It's cool. And then you know what? These last 2 months, it is basically 4 holidays in a row, and I'm actually finna do the fourth holiday this weekend because me and my girlfriend, it's our 1 year anniversary, right? Um, it is the 1 year anniversary of us actually being physically next to each other. So it's like so yeah, that's this weekend. So it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, um my girlfriend's daughter's birthday, and now the anniversary. So it's like after this weekend, boy, I can't wait so I can like have money, emergency money, because man, the car almost fucking it tried to it glitched on me this weekend. This on New Year's, by the way. I have to tell y'all about what happened. It's kind of like, listen, it's kind of quiet, right? Because usually when I start recording, people start stumping outside, talking loud outside. Those people are gone. They gone, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story, just in case, just in case you don't listen to my other podcast, a couple of blurs with me and Jal Judah, right? So, man, okay. So remember, a few years ago, right, back when back in Alabama, and I was about to move out, and to cover the last few months, I invited like two people to live with me, right, and one white, one black. One I thought almost committed suicide. I thought he committed suicide, but he got arrested. He didn't tell me. He turned himself in and left his dog to almost die. If his dog wasn't so goddamn loud, that dog would have died. And because he didn't tell me that he was going to, he was going to go to jail basically for a few, like, it was like 4 or 5 days. It was ridiculous, right? And he had like some dude he met at the bar come pick up the dog. Yeah, I don't know. It was so weird those like couple of months a few years ago. But it's definitely a story. Like, just thinking that your roommate who was kind of depressed and he just disappearing, and the first thing I thought was, oh yeah, this motherfucker did it. He did it, right? But it's not about him. It's about the other one. The other one who shot a gun during New Year's, right? And he basically got us kicked out, but he got me evicted on the last month that I was supposed to be there. But luckily I have charisma 11, right? And I talked them into let me finish the month. Like, I'm not a bad guy. It's this dude. It's this fucking hood rat, right? That happened. So that happened again this year, except it wasn't me. It wasn't, it's not me getting kicked out, right? And it wasn't even New Year's. If like I said, if you can hear the silence, right? The upstairs neighbors, the ones that we complain on the other podcasts, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, finally. Christ, we get to have our parking space probably if the other people don't take it and think that they own it now. We don't have to worry about her kids coming downstairs and knocking on our door at weird times, asking for food. Also, same kid just randomly tries to open our door. What? Like, just kind of just every now and then we just be sitting in the living room watching TV, and then we'll hear the door knob just like rattle, like somebody trying to open it, right? And I go check, and it's her kid. The kid is like maybe no more than 5, I don't think, right? But why are you messing with our door? Anyway, it was just a bunch of stuff. It really terrible neighbor, always loud, always noisy, parties, fights, and they took it to the next level. Did I talk about it on when I called you last time? Did I tell you about Optimus Prime being parked outside? I know I talked about it on a couple of blurds, but I came home from work. I'll get into this Christmas. I'm gonna get into it. I'm sorry. But like a month ago, right? That's when it first started getting cold, right? I come home early. It's about like 2, maybe 3 o'clock, right? And we have in front of the apartment, it's 4 spots, 2 for us and 2 for the people upstairs, right? That's how it works. But when I got home, it was the upstairs neighbors taking 1, and then whoever the fuck was parking in 3 spots and with a fucking pickup, not a pickup, a fucking 18-wheeler. Goddamn tractor. Well, not tractor. The front part of a semi. I know it's another word for it. I'm blanking real hard right now, but goddamn Optimus Prime sitting right in front of in front of the house, taking up 3 spots. You're not even supposed to be in the apartment complex. It was like a weight limit or some shit like that. He could have like broke the street or something. It's like, then, oh, now we just got to deal with that, right? And of course, the cameras don't work here, so no, it don't matter what the fuck we say. Oh, they can never go and investigate it, right? Luckily, Jesus. But anyway, same people, right? Christmas time, Christmas Eve, actually, that's when it really started. Christmas Eve, she starts inviting people over, like she always does. Like the last month before Christmas, you know what? I gave it to her. Not that bad of a neighbor. Maybe because she wanted to save up all the bad juju and save it all for one holiday, right? Because she didn't even do it for Thanksgiving, right? So she was just saving it up, like trying to give us this false sense of like hope, like, oh, she won't be a piece of shit. Nope. Christmas Eve starts. I guess she invited some people over and she wasn't there. and it's like 3 or 4 dudes. They outside, and I guess they all came in like one car, right? They all came in one car, and they got into an argument outside. And I guess the dude who owns the car just left all 3 of them. The rest of the other 3. And they arguing outside, like, and calling them like, dude, you gonna hold me like this, bruh? You gonna hold me? What the fuck? You just gonna leave me? I ain't got no car. It's cold. Cause this is right when it was starting to get like 10, 20 degrees, something like that over here. And yeah, he kind of messed them over. I guess they got into an argument. I was playing No Man's Sky in the living room with the gun right next to me. Not as if I can fucking use the shit. I haven't got my license yet. But I was gonna still protect this place. Anyway, they get into an argument, and I know that if dude drove off, not because I was watching, because he fucking burnt out. He burnt out and drove around the whole apartment complex. You could hear him speeding all around, just being extra. It's like, why you mad at him? Why you taking it out on all of us? I don't know. So that happened. They arguing and talking outside, damn near outside our door for like 2-3 hours. They stopped around like 11 o'clock, right? Was it later? I don't know. And then Christmas comes around. We didn't do all the normal Christmas stuff because we decided that our Christmas was going to start the moment the kid goes on winter break. So it was like, I want to say like a week and a half, 2 weeks before Christmas actually started. Well, before actual Christmas. And we just like, hey, why don't we just open stuff now? Fuck it, right? We gonna be here. She gonna be on break, right? Because I bought her daughter some games for the Switch and the Wii. So I'm like, it don't make no sense. You on break for they was on break for 3 weeks. I've never heard of that. I don't remember being off for winter break for 3 weeks. I feel like it was like a week. Like I remember back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, like we get off maybe a few days before Christmas, and then we'll come back like January 2nd or something like that. Judah explained to me it was like a time thing, which I don't care how much she explains it. It don't make no sense to me. Like, so I don't know. It's like they punching in, kids punching in is like a time thing. So they're able to have longer breaks. I don't know. That's why these kids dumb and smart. I don't know. It's like these kids going through it, man. I feel bad for them. They going through like this transition of phase of like learning. It's like they trying to experiment with new things. Oh my God, with their brand new emotions and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really. I feel bad for these kids. Anyway, so I'm like, fuck it. So I'm like, go ahead, open up your presents like in the beginning of your break, so you can play these games or whatever presents you get for like the 2 or 3 weeks that you're off, right? It makes sense. We've been talking about going off tradition anyway, so it's like might as well. Plus the stuff just sitting there. I don't know, whatever. You get the point. The end of the day, Christmas Day, right? Everything's smooth. She playing with presents. We open it. We just having family time and stuff right there. And what happened? No, we watched the Christmas movies on Christmas Eve. We were just chilling. It was just another day at this point, and these motherfuckers partying hard, right? She having a house party on Christmas on Sunday. It was like she brought not her normal amount of people either. It's like usually it's like maybe 3 or 4 people, and they drinking, they loud or whatever, but this was a house party. So she had cars blocking up all the parking spaces. Cars was like blocking us in to our own parking spaces. Luckily, everything was closed, so we couldn't go out anyway if we wanted to. Like everything closed, so there's no point for us to leave. So we was blocked in, and she had maybe 15, 20 people upstairs in her apartment complex with her kids in there. Her kids, and then we later find out after the situation happened, other people brought their kids too. So they did that whole traditional thing of like stuffing all the babies and the kids into like one room while the parents do loud ignorant shit up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's what they did. But what made them more of an asshole is because they are upstairs. They're the upstairs neighbors, so they fucking loud stumping. It's a fucking mess, man. And we can't complain. We can't complain until 10 o'clock, right? That's the curfew, right? Otherwise, the police won't do anything. Not that they did anything this time anyway, but just like every time, every get together that she has, eventually it goes down south, and they bring the arguments and the partying and the loud shit all outside to the point where someone starts shooting. Someone starts shooting again on Christmas. On Christmas, on Sunday. It's a whole fucking thing, right? And they fucking busting. It's like fucking 8 to 10 shots, right? Just in our other neighbor, she was like, "Yeah, I saw." And they wasn't like shots to the sky. It was like in random spots. It's like this their first time holding a gun, right? We later find out it was the actual our upstairs neighbor, the bad one, right? The one who owns the place, who not owns but rents the place, and she was the one who was shooting with her kids in the house and other people's kids in the house, and on Christmas, on Sunday. I don't know. I need to really lay that down. It's like letting y'all know. Being a piece of shit times like quadruple, right? Start shooting. Of course, everybody calls the police. We call the police. We just sitting in the hallway, just waiting for something to happen, right? Police come. They don't do jack shit except light up the whole neighborhood for fucking 20 minutes. They started, like I said, they were shooting. She was, and then right before the police got here, of course, all the ignorant niggas that they was arguing with, they all burn out and leave and shit, right? Police standing there. I guess they were looking for bullet shells as proof or whatever. They couldn't find anything. Shit, I don't even know if they was interviewing anybody, man. They was just standing out and just like watching people. They leave. Some of those ignorant motherfuckers come back. The ones that left, they left and waited for the police to come to leave, and then they came back, argued some more. All you hear is crying and fucking fighting upstairs, and another shot goes off. We call the police, and they don't fucking come. So, luckily, no one was hurt, right? I don't know. I think we should have fucking lied. I don't know. No, that's a bad idea. That's terrible. No, don't. Isn't that against the law? It's like you lie. Something about false call or some shit like that, right? I know for sure that's against the law. It was like, oh, they shot and killed somebody. And it's like, then they come fucking packed and someone gets hurt and like, oh, you the one that lied. You called, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to look it up. But yeah, anyway, just like the guy in my apartment complex from a few years ago, somebody called up the lease office once they opened 2 days, 3 days later, right? And they served the eviction notice with the constable. Me and Jules was nosy as hell because we was leaving, and then we saw the constable come up. He was like, hey, it was like an event. He was like, oh shit, it's happening. Because the one thing too that kind of bugs me about how the upstairs neighbor was moving, right? So she got the U-Haul, and U-Hauls are kind of expensive, right? So she, it's like a day or two after the shooting, right? So I guess she kind of like figured, yeah, I'm finna get kicked out. So, she got the U-Haul like New Year's, I want to say New Year's Day or the second or something like that. And she held on to that thing for like 5 days. So it's okay. So it was before that. So it was before New Year's. I want to say like the 27th, 28th, something like that. She held on to that U-Haul up until yesterday when they finally left. Like, that's me trying to like be in people's business, but you hold on to a U-Haul for a week. That's a lot of fucking money. That is a lot of money. Even if they got some kind of deal going on, like $30 a day. That's, oh my God, I'm blanking. Oh my God. 150, 180, that's $210 plus $210 plus whatever fees they have, plus gas and mileage, whatever. You're just doubling it. It's going to be easy $300 because you didn't plan this stuff out. She just kind of held on to this U-Haul for like a week. Crazy. That's what I was worried about, because that would make me anxious. I'm not buying a U-Haul until I'm ready to get out of here. Right? I'm not gonna sit on this thing. Like, we gonna fill this motherfucker up today, 2 or 3 times. Let's do this shit today. $30 a day. That's all I'm spending. $30. Unless you stole it. Unless you like got somebody else's card and just like, all right, I'm just going to hold on to this thing as long as possible. Because you don't get charged until like, you probably have to put it down. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I moved personally. So, I don't know. I was thinking about it. Anyway. Yeah. So that's been my holidays. This New Year's was quiet. I'm surprised she didn't have all right, well, I'm already kicked out. Fuck it, let's party, right? Yeah, so all of that happened between now and the last time I recorded the Better Than Me, thinking about a Better Me episode, where I was talking about like just like New Year's resolutions, and it was a really depressing episode. Let's be real. Like, it was really depressing. But so it's just a lot, man. So, and then the car acting up. This is one thing I was kind of worried about the moment we got like a semi-electric car. And it's like, it's not electric, but it's like, it got a lot of gadgets, like a lot of, everything's digital. Everything's like a smart screen. The dashboard is like that. It's all types of little shit, right? So one thing I was kind of worried about when I got this Kia, was like, okay, if we have an issue with the battery, will we be able to interact with the car at all, right? And on New Year's, I think just the universe was trying to fuck with us, because we were too excited about the neighbors leaving, right? Too excited. So it's like, we got to balance this out. Y'all can't be too happy, right? So the car start glitching, and it's a glitch I've never seen before. When you turn it on, all the like components, all the electric components, all the lights, even the lights that's in the shift, in the letters on the shifter, the lights on there, the dashboard, the touch screen, everything that has lights, everything was just flickering, right? Everything was right. And he only did it one time. Started up, drove it, stopped it, and then left it for like 20 minutes. And then started up again. It hasn't done it since. And it had my fucking blood boiling, because I'm like, fuck, I just started saving again. And I'm like, fuck, what is this? We looked it up. It's like either a battery or a serpentine belt or an alternator. It could be anything. It could be any of these things. And the biggest one being the alternator. And that can be like fucking $400 if I'm lucky. Probably $700 otherwise, right? Just either way, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be it's gonna be like $450 plus, right? Easy, gone, just like that. because it's a relatively brand new car. 65,000. That's not that much. It's a 2-year-old car. Alternator messed up. Come on now. So got it checked like 2 days ago. Everything perfect. Everything perfect. Battery working, alternator working, starter working. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you know, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna stress about it, because I was super stressed about it. I'm like, man, god damn, why do we have a car? Like, I almost want to move to a city where we don't need one. Like, where it's like really good public transportation, like back in Vegas. Like, I didn't really need a car. I only needed a car back when I was doing stand up comedy, and I needed to like travel 40-50 minutes away to go do 3 minutes. So, like, like, that's what I needed a car for. Also, yeah, I did get a car for no. Yeah, just a pain in the ass, man. Just having a car. I almost want to get a bike. Just get a bike, like an electric bike, and just like learn how to fix that, and just go from there. Yeah, because otherwise, man, this car shit, man, everything's expensive. Mechanics want to fuck you over, but also complain that you don't know how to fix your own car. You don't know how to like keep it maintained and shit like that. It's like, okay, let us all learn how to fix a car so that you can be out of a job, and you be bitching about that too. I don't. These motherfuckers, they get on my work. All these dudes is working, get on my goddamn nerves, man. And it's some of the younger dudes too. It's a dude at work. How my job works, right? I'm a loader in a distributing place, right? So, and it's pullers who put the products on a pallet, and they give it to me. I wrap it, I expect it, and I move pallets around to get as many pallets as I can into a truck to send to a store, right? That's my job. The pullers, like I said, they put stuff on a product. My particular company, I don't know if other ones do it, but the faster these dudes work, the more they get paid, right? So some of these younger dudes think it's a good idea to try to like play the system, right? Which I'm totally down for. You want to try to get as much money as possible out of a company, totally down for it. All right. So they'll try to work as hard as they can, right? Get the big number, and then kind of like glide, damn near, just like glide, and just try to keep that number in a good spot for as many hours as possible, right? Like I said, it's cool. I'm not complaining about more hours. That's more money on my check. But also, I kind of want to go home. So sometimes some of these younger dudes, they're like 19, 20, right? Because they have that power, they feel like they run shit. And it's hilarious because they fucking don't at all. They not at all. You think you can like just not work for, you can just like kind of bullshit around, and you think make it forcing all of us to stay here for a few hours. That's good. That's like you're doing something. Like, no, you're nothing. If anything, the only person that affects is you, the puller. Like, these managers are watching. They may not. This company that I work for, it's more family owned. I mean, all companies kind of family owned, but like this is more like the closest thing to family owned brick and mortar type of store compared to like Walmart, right? So they have more human managers from what I've seen. Like, none of them are kind of like, you gotta do this because, like, they kind of listen. Like, I've had to take off work a few times to take care of my girlfriend, like doctor visits and stuff like that. Kind of like last minute kind of stuff, and they was like, "Yeah, we understand," and let me do it. Don't give me points, and that's what's up. That's cool. They know what's going on. They know I'm not lying to them, and I work hard. So like, I think they kind of lean into that. Plus, they can like get other people to do my job for me. It's like, so it's cool. Anyway, right? my point is they're a little bit more human, and I think that's kind of the problem. So they see these dudes kind of like bullshitting around, but then they don't do anything. But I think mostly because I think they're just nice. They're just too nice, and these younger dudes are kind of taking advantage of it because the moment they fuck that up, they fuck that up for everybody. They're gonna be out of a job, and they're gonna change up the rules, and it's gonna fuck everybody else over. And I'm like, it kind of goes back to the whole thing about these younger cats thinking they run shit. You don't, man. You don't, man. Because the faster these dudes realize these corporations don't give a fuck about you, you just lucky what you're getting. It's like just kind of, they don't know how to play the system correctly. It's like stretch it, but also you gotta pretend you gotta like show off that you working hard, and like you pretend. Play the system, playboy. Like, I don't know. These dudes, they just don't understand. I think they should stop. No, they don't. They don't need to stop. I think this what I'm about to say is more towards my coworker, the one that works side by side with me in my position, right? I feel like they should stop hiring older guys, like I want to say almost 30s, like mid 20s, 30s, who still live with their parents. You know, I'm not downplaying people who live with their parents, because I wish I could. I wish I had a good relationship with my mom, and I would have stayed with her, saved up money. That's cool. You do your thing. But sometimes certain jobs, I don't think they should hire dudes who still live with their mom. And I say that because they don't have any drive. And just using this one dude in comparison, for this comparison, he just kind of bullshit around, and he doesn't have like this, like, I'm not telling you work hard as fuck, be a workhorse for 10, 12 hours a day. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying do enough so I don't have to be a fucking slave to help you out. That's all I'm saying. These dudes don't have any drive, because if they lose their job, they still live with their mom. They cool. They ain't got no anxiety about losing their job. Me, I do. I got a little family. I got a family. I got rent. I got a car. I got all this shit. If I lose my job, it's kind of fucked. It's kind of over with if I don't hurry up and get another job, right? So I can't just bullshit around. I do bullshit sometimes, but I kind of play the system a little bit. It's like that's what I'm saying about these young dudes. They don't know how to do that yet, and I don't know. You get what you get, I guess. But I don't know. It's been long enough. Damn near 30 minutes. Happy New Year. Why not say that in the beginning? Happy New Year. I hope it's all good for everybody. Listen to my last episode, besides the depressing part, where I was talking about being sad and stuff like that. But have y'all thought about what y'all want to do this year? It's like some realistic goals y'all set for 2023. I'd love to hear it. I'm working on mine. I'm actually writing in my journal a lot more. It seems like a really childish Disney princess type of goal, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm writing it. I like it. Follow my YouTube. Yeah. I ain't got much else, man. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty sleepy. See you later. Peace out. Appreciate it. I love y'all. Yeah, I hope y'all like this new format. This, like, even though I kind of dropped it at the end, but hopefully y'all like this whole, like, me making it seem like I'm calling somebody. I'm like leaving a voicemail, so it's like the structure, so my rambling actually has some type of like foundation. Or it might not. It might not. It may not translate well. I'm gonna try my best to edit the beginning and try to really make it realistic. But if you made it this far, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Again, follow the YouTube. I'm actually putting a lot of effort into that, where I'm like it's the same episodes, but I'm like putting it over video game footage. And I'm having fun with that too, because I'm actually being able to play video games again by pretending that it's work. So yeah, here we go, y'all. 2023, blah, blah, blah. See y'all next week.